Let's talk. Let's start with Newcastle. Let's start with Voltemada, because you actually don't think he's a centre forward, do you? You think he's more of a number 10?
He's a 9.5. He's a 9.5, I think. I don't think he's an out-and-out centre-forward. I think he does some really nice things. That he gets into situations. I think, why have we gone there? And then he gets out of the situation, holds the ball up, brings other people in. So I think he's got lots of good qualities, but I don't think he's an out-and-out centre-forward, Jermaine.
No, but what he does is his movement's really good. Talk about a 9.5, but what in the box, when the ball's wide, he moves like a number 9. You know, he makes 1 or 2 runs. His timing's good, and he can finish.
Well, that's what I mean. Let's have a look at his movement. I mean, we just highlight him here to start off with. There he is, right at the top of your picture, and we just play at 50%. And what you're impressed with, Jermaine, is his opposite movements to the ball. So they haven't got in possession of the ball, so he's just just watching the game as he goes. But as they win the ball, as the ball goes one way, he's going.
That actually could have come, couldn't it?
Yeah. It could have come. But as a centre forward, Jermaine, I suggest that you would be looking to run in there, maybe Haaland.
But what he does, first of all, what he does well is he opens up his shoulders. But when he does it, he's always got an eye on the ball. Yeah. Whereas a lot of centre forwards, they make that run
without knowing where
the ball is. But this is exactly what you should do there.
Yeah.
So we can see the ball.
Yeah. So you sort of like pivot.
Yeah.
And you pivot, but you can always see the ball.
He's always looking. He's always looking.
Yeah.
He's got his eyes on the ball. And I play this at 25% because as the ball goes wide.
And then now, all it's about now is, right, because you know there, you think, you know what, I want to get across the near post.
Yeah.
Hopefully someone goes far post, in this case, the corner. But it's all about the timing. So for me, I always thought, as soon as that defender, because the defender has to do 2 jobs. As soon as he looks at, he's looking at the ball, but as soon as he looks a little bit there, then you've got to get across the near post. And he doesn't actually get it. But what happens is he gets his luck from doing the right things.
But
he's likened a little bit to Peter Crouch.
Yeah.
Is he similar to
Crouch? He's a little bit more dynamic in terms of his movement to Crouchy. But what they both have, they've got soft feet. That's soft feet, as in like use the pace on the ball, just try and make contact. And then hopefully, you can direct it into the corner.
Type of player you'd like to play alongside?
Yeah, because like you said, like he comes and he links play. Technically, he's really good. And like I said, and then once he gets the opportunities and that, he's a good finisher.
Yeah. 14 Premier League appearances he's had now. He's got 7 goals, which is not bad comparatively. When you look at some of the names on this list, this is foreign forwards that have played for Newcastle and goals in their first 14 Premier League appearances. Papi Cisse, 13 back in 2011, 2012, Demba Ba 11, but Voltemada's in good company.
Yeah, when we saw this, Loic Remy, what a
player.
Footballer.
Made some good names. Yeah. I mean, on that list, some good names, and even some of the centre forwards that played for that football club. And listen, when you're a centre forward and you're scoring goals there, what a place to play football.
He's good. He's not as good as Erilng Haaland, though, is he? Erilng Haaland's the best in the business right now, isn't he?
Oh man,
he's a one-off. I think Erilng. Did you?
It's always when you watch him, it's always a masterclass, isn't it?
That's really important to stand still.
Okay.
Yeah.
To stand still, because it puts these guys into a false sense of security. Because he stood still doing nothing.
But you have to make contact.
Exactly. They haven't made contact with him.
Not
he
yet.
stands still, and you watch him, and he hardly moves, but because he's waiting for the game to come to him. And so many players want the ball, to go and find the ball. Jermaine, you were good at it. You let the game come to you, that patience. People say, why does he touch the ball? Well, you have to be patient. Most footballers want to be involved, but he just lets the game
But it's
come
almost
to him
like that deception. It's almost like you're not interested.
Yeah.
I've always heard that word, not interested, not bothered, and that all of a sudden, bang.
Yeah.
But not interested in between defenders, where neither of them can pick him up.
Yeah.
And that's so important because neither one knows where is he.
Yeah.
And that starting position is excellent. And we were just saying about opposite movements where the ball's going. The ball goes out wide.
What I like though is, I think people say he's always in the right place. He's always in the right place, Erilng Haaland, but he's got to get to the right place.
Yeah, exactly. He gets there.
Look at his determination. His head's down now. Look at him go to get into the area where he can hurt the opposition, where he can score goals. That's what I like, is that desire. Look how hard he runs and how hard he works to get into this position.
And he slows down to make sure he's onside.
Look, it falls for him kindly, but he's had to work to get to that position, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Jermaine went, he's so lucky. And then I went to Jermaine, you were lucky. He went, yeah, you're right, I was. Yeah. But you make your own luck being in the right place at the right time.
He is sensational.
Yeah.
let's have a look at some of his numbers then. After 17 Premier League appearances in his last 4 seasons, he had 22 goals back in 22-23, finished with 36, 14-27, 13-22, 19 already this season. How many is he going to end up with? How many is he going to get this season? Is he going to be his best ever season?
I think he's playing the best football since he's come to Man City.
When you say football, you mean not just the goals?
All-round game.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah?
And is he going to be the best ever?
You tell me.
I think he would want to be.
Oh,
I think he said something recently, and I was like, OK, you're being modest and humble. He spoke about, obviously, Ronaldo and Messi. He said, you can't put me in that company yet. But we can. Because, I mean, the numbers are unbelievable. And then even now, I mean, 19 goals, you think, what can he get to?
40.
40?
He gets to 40.
Yeah.
That'd be his target.
That'd be incredible, wouldn't it?
It would be incredible, yeah.
That would be incredible.
He's capable of doing that.
What a player. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. We had a look at him last week, didn't we? Dominic Calvert-Lewin and his performance at Brentford. He's in the form of his life right now.
And he's in the form of his life because he's operating here. That's because he's just operating there. But it's those subtle movements. When you're fit, your anticipation is heightened, you're at the top of your game, and these little movements that make a massive difference where he wasn't quite getting there, where he wasn't fit. But now he's fully fit, Jermaine, he's making those yards in the box.
And I think it's been a struggle for him to have sort of like to get that rhythm. But and also as well, mentally, I think when you've got rhythm and you're confident, your brain just works so much quicker.
Yeah.
You know, it's subtle movements and that, but it's been in the right place.
Yeah.
And even with that one, you know, to react again, get the finish, and it shows you, these are proper number 9 goals.
Yeah.
Even this one here, you know, you see him there, just that subtle movement, but his brain's always thinking, his awareness and the sharpness of brain, where to be and going. I'm just so happy for him.
Yeah.
Because there's been a lot of noise around, he don't score enough goals and he gets the chances, but he's not stayed fit, and now he's fit. It's amazing.
His shot map is incredible, isn't it? He's got 7 goals. And look where they've come from.
But you see this, right? You think about some of the great centre forwards over the years. Centre forwards that I used to watch, and like you think about the Inzagis and the Ruud van. I used to watch Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Yeah.
And if you put a Ruud van Nistelrooy map, that's exactly what you would see.
That position.
1 and 2 touch finishes in those positions where you just react and finish, and also. You know, they're the best goals. You know, these goals, you're celebrating them like they're volleys from outside of the box. But the thing is now, if he continues scoring goals like that, if they can keep him up.
And Jermaine, I was going to say, those are goals Leeds weren't scoring.
No.
The ball was going in those areas, and it wasn't ending up in the back of the net.
Could be in that keeps them up.
Exactly, it makes a big difference. People say, oh, they're easy, like they're no more than 9-10 yards out.
Yeah.
But if you've got to get in there at the right time, and they get you points. Yeah. And what he's doing is making sure that Leeds have got a terrific chance of staying in the Premier League.
What about the Liverpool number 9s? Both on the score sheet this weekend, Isak and Ekitike. Although, bad news, Isak looks like he's got a bad injury.
Yeah, he's just not got going. It shows you the importance of a pre-season. Not the injury, because that can happen at any time, but in terms of his performances and the rhythm, like we always speak about.
That's it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
Wirtz to Isak. That's it. What we've been looking for.
Timing of the movement, good finish. But this guy, he's special.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's special.
Why is he special?
Just everything. I remember the first game of the season, they played Bournemouth. He scored, because you always want to hit the ground running, especially with a club like this. And he spoke after the game. We spoke to him, and he said, I said to him, your performance was unbelievable. Just everything you did, that he came in, link play, 1 or 2 touch, played goal. And he said, no, I'm not happy with my performance.
Yeah.
He said, I can do more. And I was like, wow. For a young player to say that, I was like, brilliant.
I think you're absolutely right. I think the reason why I agree with you, I think he's special because he's not like Voltman, he's not like Haaland, he's not like Calvert-Lewin. He's all over the place.
Everywhere.
Everywhere, picking the ball up, linking play, coming deep on the left, on the right, but always ending up in the box with opportunities.
Of all the centre forwards that have been bought over the summer, is he the best for you?
Yeah, he excites me. Do you know what he's really good at? And when I watch him do it, it's so difficult to stop and so difficult to defend it. He slows people down and he plays and he moves quick. He slows people down. He's so conscious when he does it, and he plays little 1-2s and that, but his change of speed. And I remember, maybe not now, Salah, but before, Salah used to do it really well, where you slow people down and you pass and run. But you do it with a purpose and that, and then you slow your feet down and then you get your shot. He's so clever at that.
And ability to play in different positions as well. Ekitike, I would say. Where would he be best, do you think? Through the middle or out wide? I mean...
I think through the middle. I think he's a number 9.
You think a 9 as well?
Because he ends up there. He ends up there and it creates... I think players who play with him enjoy playing with him as well because they've got a midfielder who can run. And the Szoboszlai can run, and they recognise they're clever players. When he comes out of those areas, I think they'll go and get goals.
Liverpool slowly coming as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
Although Isak now looks like he's going to be out for a period, and Salah's away the African Cup of Nations for a period. There's a lot resting on Ekitike's shoulders. Actually, if we look at the Premier League goals in the last 3 match weeks, he's topping the charts. He's got 5 in his last 3 games. Calvert-Lewin, we've just mentioned, form of his life, 4. Haaland, 4. Rodgers, we've seen already some of the goals he's been scoring and how much are Man United going to miss Bruno Fernandes. But Ekitike is top of the charts in the last.
I don't think he's someone who will be worried about having sort of like pressure on his shoulders. No. I think he'd embrace it. I think he backs himself. You know, the Liverpool fans love him already. You know, he's a confident lad.
Surely Haaland ends up with a golden boot, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he'll get that by...
Yeah, he will do.
January.
Yeah, absolutely. But Ekitike, what I like about him, once he's come back in, hasn't affected it. Because he was kind of dropped. Come straight back in, picks up from where he left off, and looks terrific. But, yeah,
Haaland certainly does. OK, unfortunately, we've run out of time. Thanks to Leroy. Thanks to Jermaine. Thanks to you for watching. If you do celebrate, have a great Christmas. There's plenty of games over the Christmas period, and we'll be back next week to analyse the very best of Match Week 19. Until then, from all of us, a very, very goodbye.